Yeah, Sean here. This is Jim Delapine, and I want to give you some video tips on this. You're doing a good job with this, okay? Um, and it's very hard to make this character work, but this is working. But the character's getting lost in this background. So, there's a few ways we could, not only does the character get lost, but the text up here gets lost because of that busy, colorful background. So, I understand the reason for the background, but it's an issue. So, I mean, one thing you could do, for example, which I don't really like, but create an adjustment layer for black and white. There. So it would look like that. So this would help the character stand out a little bit, but it's still I don't like that. I mean, I like the color aspect of it. So let me just trash that. So I think one thing you could do is, first of all, this is kind of dull, so we have to do something with that. So what we could do is create an adjustment layer for, let's try levels. And then we make this a clipping mask. We can work with the midtones, bring make that a little brighter, make it a little brighter overall with the highlights. Okay, so really make them jump off the screen. It looks like it's in direct sunlight. So that's one way. So this is before and after. Okay, so that's one way to bring him forward. The other way would be to create a gradation in the background. So if I selected this background and created a layer mask here for it, and then go to my gradient tool with black as the foreground color, white is the background, all right? And then with the gradient tool active, my layer mask thumbnail active, come up to the top here, click and drag down to maybe the midpoint, show this background white so you can see better. This is still not enough, so if I click in the middle of the text and come down here to like at the middle of Dan's body, something like that, something like that, it starts to jump out, even coming down a little further maybe. There, this way he's more apparent, your eye leads to him, you can still see the wall in the background, and this text up here will jump out. All right, this is kind of crazy text here. All right, one thing I would also suggest is to select both layers and then Control T. Well, I don't have those fonts, so I'll just hit OK, and then I can squash it in by clicking on the middle outside bounding box, click, dragging in, and then holding down the Alt key. They'll come in together. You don't want to go right up to the edge of the document. Okay, so just coming in a little bit, and then that should be good. All right, so something like that I think would help this a lot. All right, man, take care. Bye. Do this also for M5T2. All right? Okay, bye.